So here's a video of Nigel Farage explaining why he ousted Rupert Lowe from Reform UK.
Moving on to Rhiannon from the Press Association.
Hi, Rhiannon from the Press Association. Your former colleague and friend Rupert Lowe has just launched Restore Britain. Are you feeling threatened at all by Restore Britain? And particularly now he's had the backing of Elon Musk, and it could split your vote.
I don't know about former friend. He sued me in 2019, as he sues everybody. And if you look at the history of Southampton Football Club, and then look at the history of WH Ireland, which he chaired in the city of London, you will see he was removed from both of those roles after lawsuits galore and two very dramatic EGMs. So friend would be stretching it just a little bit. There are, last time we counted, 11 parties that claim to be on the right or centre-right of British politics, from the Heritage Party to goodness knows who else. There is only one proper brand of centre-right politics in this country. It's called Reform. And as I'd mentioned earlier, people think, oh, Farage has done it, we'll just set a party up, it'll be marvellous, we'll sweep the next election. It just isn't as easy as that. Now, does he have a profile on X? Yes, he does. Is Elon going to support him? Probably. But you see, when he stood up and said that we've got to consider the mass deportation of entire communities, including those born in the United Kingdom, that just moves way beyond a point of reasonableness, of decency, of morality. And that was the moment at which, I realised we just had to get rid of him, and get rid of him as quickly as we could. And I think in terms of the way we dealt with that, we were probably more brutal than the other parties. But you know what? That's the way it's going to be. Thank you.
Now, these comments drew a lot of criticism towards Farage because essentially he admitted the only reason he got rid of Rupert Lowe is because of his stance on mass deportations. But also, Nigel Farage exposed himself as somebody who actually has a soft approach with regards to mass immigration, and really has no intention of reversing the damage caused by mass immigration. Charlie Downs of Restore Britain gave his reaction to Nigel Farage's comments, and here's what he had to say.
So Nigel Farage has just admitted that the reason he threw Rupert Lowe out of Reform and reported him to the police was because he supports mass deportations. It was nothing to do with bullying or death threats to Zia Youssef. Farage alleges that we want to deport entire communities, and he's absolutely right. A Restore Britain government would deport every last foreign rape gang collaborator, wives, brothers, sisters, cousins, who knew about the rapes but chose to do nothing. Following our inquiry, it could not be more clear that this is the right thing to do. These crimes were an open secret in these communities. And if Farage is not prepared to grapple with this reality, that's on him. But trying to ruin Rupert Lowe's life because he is absolutely disgusting. And if you're a member of Reform, ask yourself whether you want this man, who is now flanked by the likes of Robert Jenrick and Nadeem Zahawi, running your country. And if you don't, join us at Restore Britain.
Rupert Lowe actually responded to this and posted pictures and videos of his house being raided because Zia Youssef made false allegations that he made death threats towards Zia Youssef. And I'm not going to read it all because it's quite long. You can go and read it yourself. But essentially he says, here is the footage of the armed police raiding my home late on a Friday night, thanks to Zia Youssef's lies. Now Farage's choice to be Home Secretary. And then just down at the bottom he says, today we all find out it happened because Farage didn't like my comment on deporting foreign rapists. The day he announces Youssef as his potential Home Secretary to lead the police, if he did it to me, he'll do it to you too. This man is not fit to lead the Home Office. None of them are fit to be in government. And these are the pictures. This is police confiscating his guns from his house. This is another picture of police going through his jaws and his property. And then this is footage of police coming to his house to raid his house at 9:30 p.m. at night. Yeah, there's another video as well. This is another video of more police coming to his house at 9:30 p.m. Restore Britain, they also posted this about Zia Yusuf, saying this is Reform's choice for Home Secretary, their choice to lead the police. This man tried to put Rupert Lowe in prison on false allegations because of his lies. Rupert's family home was raided by armed police. Yusuf is a disgrace and should be nowhere near that power. Rupert Lowe also posted this as well, saying more exciting news for Restore Britain. We hit 70,000 members hit earlier today. So this, in the space of 4 days, they've literally gone from 0 to 70,000 members, which is absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever saw any party gain this many members in 4 days. I don't think it's ever happened. And just to add insult to injury, he also posted this, saying, I'm delighted to announce that 2 city councillors of Northamptonshire Council have joined Restore Britain, and both of them are actually former members of Reform UK. Jack Goncalves, previously Reform UK, and Darren Rance, previously Reform UK. So yeah, it's not looking good for Nigel Farage at the moment. He's got members of Reform UK jumping ship. Now, on the topic of mass deportations, Nigel Farage once again reiterated his point that mass deportations is a political impossibility.
These people need to go, don't they? And by saying that you don't support mass deportations...
If I say I support mass deportations, that's all anybody will talk about for the next 20 years. So it's pointless even going there.
So right? It's a rhetorical problem.
It's a political impossibility to deport hundreds of thousands of people. We simply can't do it.
These people need to go, don't they?
Yeah, so in terms of Nigel Farage's stance on mass deportations, the reason he's doing this is to secure the Muslim vote, because this is literally why he put Zia Yusuf as the potential Home Secretary, who is a Muslim. And also, most people don't actually know this, but Sarah Pochin, when she was at a press conference, she said that Reform UK will ban the burqa. And when they said that, Zia Yusuf actually left Reform UK. But then he came back and Nigel Farage put him in a higher position as an actual policymaker within Reform UK. So it's clear that Nigel Farage, he's basically appeasing Muslim voters and he's appeasing the left essentially. And in my opinion, he's just a Tory. He's just a Tory under a different banner, and he has no intention of reforming UK. And yeah, I think this comment, what he made, he fucked up big time, because he exposed himself as basically a snake in the grass, and he lost a lot of popularity overnight because of this. And Rupert Lowe is the one coming out smelling of roses, because Restore Britain just hit 70,000 members, and literally everybody is basically turning against Nigel Farage and Reform UK now. I do want to make it clear though, Nigel Farage, he has had a decent career in politics, and also one of the reasons why he was so popular is because he was an alternative to the stereotypical political party. He was somebody that the right could vote for. But now I think he's done what he can possibly do. He did what he did with Brexit, but I think in terms of, restoring Britain, he's too soft on mass immigration, and he's not the person to actually turn the country around. The person to turn the country around is Rupert Lowe, because he has more of an extreme stance on all of these situations regarding mass deportations, mass immigration, deporting the rape gangs, stopping benefits for foreign nationals. He really, in order to turn Great Britain around, you need extreme measures, because we've already gone extremely to the left, and to bring it back, you need to counter it with more extreme measures to bring it back to where it's supposed to be. So that's my thoughts on the situation.